Hello again, everyone. Nice to see you all. Do you know how much electricity 1 kilogram of uranium-235 can generate? Why don't surgical lights cast shadows? What happens if a person only has one kidney? And what kind of freak surgery has a 300% mortality rate? Welcome to the mind-blowing truth of the most dangerous surgery. The power of uranium. Everyone knows that uranium can be used to create atomic bombs with devastating power, but how much electricity can be generated from 1 kilogram of uranium-235? The answer is about 24 million kilowatt hours per kilogram of uranium-235, which is enough for a family of 4 to use comfortably for 1,667 years. In contrast, burning 1 kilogram of coal only produces 8 kilowatt hours. Therefore, in terms of weight, uranium-235 is about 3 million times more energy-rich than coal. Why is that? When you burn coal, a chemical reaction occurs between the carbon in the coal and oxygen in the air, producing CO2 and energy. This energy is used to generate electricity and comes from the breaking and forming of chemical bonds. In coal, these bonds are covalent bonds, which means that two atoms share one or more electrons. These electrons hold the atoms together, but the bonds are relatively weak. This is why burning coal releases relatively little energy. Nuclear fission, on the other hand, is the process of splitting a heavy atomic nucleus, such as uranium-235, into two lighter nuclei. This is not a chemical reaction. Chemical reactions only involve changes to the electron shell, while fission involves changes to the nucleus. Compared to covalent bonds, the binding force between protons and neutrons in the nucleus is millions of times stronger, known as the strong nuclear force, the strongest among the fundamental forces of the universe. Therefore, when uranium-235 undergoes fission, it releases energy millions of times greater for each broken nuclear bond, which is why 1 kilogram of uranium-235 has an energy equivalent to 3,000 tons of coal.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Shadowless surgical lights. Darkness is simply the absence of light. When you shine a light on an opaque object, some of the light is blocked and a shadow is created on the other side. This is a normal shadow and is harmless. However, shadows cast by doctors, nurses, or surgical instruments during surgery can be very inconvenient. In the 1850s, before electric lights, operating rooms were typically built facing southeast and had skylights to take advantage of natural sunlight. Sunlight is very bright and free, but it is not always available. On cloudy days or at night, it is necessary to use artificial light. However, the early electric lights were incandescent bulbs, which were weak, not very focused, and still produced shadows. Everything changed with the advent of LED technology in the 2000s. LEDs are very bright, energy efficient, and produce little heat. Today, surgical lights are often called shadowless lights. They consist of an array of LEDs arranged in a circle or hexagon, each emitting light that is close to natural sunlight from a different angle. When a shadow is created by one light, it is illuminated by at least one other light. You can see this effect on a soccer field at night, where each player is illuminated by 4 floodlights from the 4 corners of the stadium. This creates 4 shadows, but they are very faint, at least compared to the shadows cast during daylight games. When the light is concentrated on a small area, such as the surgical site, this effect is amplified. Dozens of lights shine down on the same spot, causing any shadow that is created to be illuminated dozens of times over, making it so faint that you can't even see it. However, this effect is only effective when the object is far enough away from the illuminated surface. The shadow will be faint and easily illuminated by other lights. But when the object is very close to the illuminated surface, the shadow will be darker and more difficult to eliminate. To overcome this limitation, some modern surgical lights have object sensors that allow them to turn off the lights that would create shadows. 300% mortality rate surgery. Nowadays, surgeries can last for hours. The longest surgery in history took place in 1951 in Chicago, USA. It was an ovarian cyst removal surgery that lasted 96 hours. The patient, Mrs. Gertrude Lewandowski, underwent the 4-day surgery and lost half her body weight from 280 to 140 kilograms. These multi-hour surgeries can only be performed when the patient is under anesthesia. Before anesthesia was invented, doctors had to operate as quickly as possible to minimize pain, shock, and blood loss. It was a race against time to save the patient's life. The 19th century British surgeon Robert Liston was a surgical warrior famous for his incredibly fast surgeries. Audiences in the operating room would time him with stopwatches to see if he would break another record. For example, he only took 25 seconds to perform surgery on a crooked little toe, from incision to closure in just 25 seconds. Today, an amputation surgery would take 1 to 3 hours. In his time, Liston did it in a mere 2.5 minutes. However, things didn't always go smoothly. Liston's record led to a rare event in medical history, known as the 300% mortality rate surgery, meaning one surgery resulted in 3 deaths. According to some sources, Dr. Liston swung his knife so quickly and forcefully that it not only amputated the patient's leg, but also accidentally amputated an assistant's finger and nicked the coat of a spectator in the operating room. As a result, the patient and assistant died of gangrene, and the spectator fainted on the spot and died of shock and fear. The lonely kidney. A normal person is born with 2 kidneys. Kidneys filter blood, remove toxins, reabsorb water, amino acids, and sugar, and produce some important hormones. So what happens if a person only has 1 kidney? Some people are born with only 1 kidney, others have 2 kidneys, but only 1 is working. Some people donate a kidney, and others have to have 1 removed due to injury or cancer. Let's look at each case. Most people born with only 1 kidney can live healthy lives. Some may experience decreased kidney function later in life, such as high blood pressure, proteinuria, protein in the urine, or chronic kidney disease, but overall it does not affect their lifespan. In other words, people born with only 1 kidney or with 2 kidneys, but only 1 functioning kidney can live healthy lives if they have regular checkups and maintain a healthy lifestyle. If a person with kidney failure receives a kidney transplant, their 2 old kidneys are not removed, meaning they will live with 3 kidneys. People who have had multiple kidney transplants may have up to 5 kidneys in their body, but only 1 is functioning. For kidney donors, the remaining kidney has to do the work of both kidneys, so it will quickly enlarge by 50 to 60%. When 1 kidney is removed, the blood flow to the remaining kidney increases dramatically. This blood is full of amino acids, which the remaining kidney uses to grow larger. Scientists have tried tying off 1 kidney in mice to observe, and within a day, the remaining kidney had started to enlarge. And, after only 3 months, it was 50 to 60% larger than its original size. Back to humans, an adult kidney is 9 to 14 centimeters long, 3 to 5 centimeters wide, about 3 centimeters thick, and weighs 150 to 260 grams. They are located just below the ribs and next to your spine. With a 1.5-fold increase in size, it is not uncomfortable enough to cause problems, but it is much more susceptible to injury, especially when playing certain contact sports such as football, boxing, martial arts, or wrestling. A healthy pair of kidneys can filter 150 to 200 liters of blood per day, meaning your blood is filtered 30 to 40 times per day. However, even a fully developed single kidney can only handle 75% of the workload. This is enough for you to live a normal life, but not enough to do heavy labor or become an athlete. Fortunately, while humans only need 1 kidney to survive, nature has given us 2. What are your thoughts? Comment below, and as always, remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of the next video, and for now, Goodbye, and see you next time.